trying to figure out this bloody situation with the mushrooms, the shroomies. Anyways, welcome. It's Angaluna, and it's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. Da 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 da. When the summertime, when the weather is hot. Live, love, love. I say, but it's true. I'm called to share this season's how we need to appreciate our cycles and our nature being our state of like summer, which we can say happiness, we can say full of joy, contentment, live, love, love, bright colours and stuff, and then we transition to autumn, which is also like bright colours but a bit toned down, a bit more into the brown, a bit more earthy, a bit more grounding towards hibernation for winter, which is like not moving as much, chilling, resting, appreciating slow cycles and the slowness of life, and not doing anything, and if doing something, like having that hot cocoa, sipping that hot cocoa. I got my hot cocoa right here. It actually is hot cocoa. I'm not capping. If you want to know what's inside, it's sublime. So we've got cacao, spirantula, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. We've got gin, we got lion's mane mushroom, honey, can't forget the honey. We got bio something from a company that's really good for your gut. Hot coconut water from the kettle into the cup, and then that's a wrap, and it's delicious. I have it every grand rising, like not, it's just energies moving through you when you feel like shit. And the energy doesn't belong to you, the emotion that you feel doesn't belong to you, and we get stuck in a cycle thinking like, this emotion belongs to me. So then we're like, I want to die, I'm depressed. A lot of us aren't depressed, we just convince ourselves we are, and then we get depressed, and then that's what happened to me. Unconsciously, I was sad. Ever since this one occurrence when I was a child, I was never the same. Never the same until like now I'm getting to that point. Why we hold on to the emotion as well. I'm like, oh, like I'm sad. And then, yeah, you might be sad, but then you keep saying I'm sad, and then you're holding on to that emotion. And then, because words, when you speak words, it creates your reality, right? They're spells, whatever you say manifests, whatever you think manifests. So, when you continue to basically egg on the fact that you're sad, like, it's not a bad thing when you say, like, I'm sad, I'm this and that. Like, as long as, like I said, you have the intention to come out of that, feeling that emotion, and you know that you're not actually, like, your core state of being is not sad. You're just, I'm sad for that moment passing through, and that energy that we feel, that emotion of heaviness, of density, like, that is all borrowed. None of that actually belongs to you. The state of being happy, the state of being sad, the state of being bloody angry doesn't belong to you. It's all borrowed. All of these energies are borrowed for the time here on earth. I can't remember what culture it is, but it speaks about, I don't know if it's Aboriginal or something else, also talks about how nothing is actually yours, all is borrowed, everything you experience, like, because then when you die, you give your body back to the earth, and even your body's not yours because you literally just died. And not literally, but when you die, your body is being recycled back into the earth, so it's not actually yours either. But actually, speaking of that, not to get you to confuse yourself, our natural state is abundance and happiness, joy, and peace. Obviously, that riffraff happened, and it was apparently supposed to happen, and now we experience anger and this and that. Unfortunately, but fortunately, this has happened because now we get to experience anger, sadness, hatred, and that's why we come to Earth, is to actually experience, like, as cooked as it sounds, we came to experience these densities of emotions, because when we die, we don't get to experience this. No, we don't get to experience none of this. Yeah, we have to appreciate our cycles, like when we are angry, sad, when we don't feel like doing anything, that is our cycle. Because our cycle is so out of whack. No offense to us, but this is just the truth, that our cycles aren't in sync with Mother Nature. That's why we're so scared. Mate, my cycle this year, I'm a wizard. Let's go, man. So what I do with this, I hold this stick. Whatever you imagine is real. You can't actually take a deep breath. You can't actually differentiate the difference between real and fake. You know why? Because energy is energy. We are energy. When we close our eyes, when we think, that's energy. So our body, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is experiencing it just as it is. So there's no label behind anything. The only reason we have labels is to actually manifest specifically. But even in that sense, when we used to manifest without words of English language or any language, it was just a feeling, because ultimately when you think of something, it gives you a feeling. So you're already manifesting that through feeling. But then to get to that, what we want, we think about it because we've been programmed and conditioned to language. So I was experiencing cycles, like, do you know how I said, like, in hibernation and stuff, like in winter, you can also call that not sad, but like there's a state of like not having a will to do much. Like obviously you have a will to do things, but it's like slowing down. It's like you don't have that energy or that momentum. Like, oh, let's do this all today. Like we're gonna hustle out, let's do all of it. Like it's more like I'm gonna take my time, or I'm just going to do nothing. Because it sort of gives you that vibe of like just chilling and just making back being bull. Should I go for a swim? That is a platypus. I bought it and it said Brindle. I was like, huh? Brindle. That's a cute name. I could say when I hold this, yeah, the energy is actually still here. So you tune in, close your eyes, and then you think of healing energies or anything, and you can ask your angels or anyone that you believe in, Hare Krishna, to send energy healing, or you can picture your crown chakra, which is located just here above your head, and picture angelic healing light frequencies or a specific color or like anything you want to go in there, preferably something healing, and then you tune that in, and then you picture it go into your body, and because your hands are portals, you also picture that going into your body, into your hands, and coming out through your hands onto here, and then the energy moving through the stick into the crystal to charge the crystal, to give the crystal energy and the copper energy and power. Picture that. You breathe, and you can feel it going through the stick. You can feel the power of the stick. You can feel it come through out here into your third eye. ultimately you can close your eyes and picture the energy go through your head, crown chakra, to your third eye, whatever, or to your whole body, and that's it. I find it really cool because at the same time you're charging the stick and giving yourself the power and also charging the stick, so then it has energy wherever you bring it to be. And that's why I brought this, because I don't know when they're facing this, so this is giving me protection and energy for my energy field. Ultimately, because there's so much radiation around here, like, come on now, mate. Yeah, I have to repeat. And then it climbed out, and then I got some toilet paper, it walked on the toilet paper that I was holding, and then it came out and I put it in the grass. I said, look, I gotta run. Just stay here, rest, rejuvenate, wait for your wings to dry. I don't want to pat on it, the wings just in case it's too fragile and then starts breaking and stuff, so ultimately I really not doing much. Unless I brought it here with me, I actually could have, but where am I going to put it? To me, because I've been in a rut recently. Like I said, I just came out of smoking stuff, and it makes me so tired, and I can't do anything when I'm on it. It's like I'm ultimately chill, and that's why I take it, because I've been too stressed and stuff. I've been doing too much, so then I'm like, I want to kick back and do nothing. So that's my intention, and that's what I get when I do it. And then I end up falling asleep and not doing my night routine and forgetting to brush my teeth, and then I'm like, bruh, this is not it. I can't be doing this no more. I need to brush my damn teeth. So, yeah, night routine and morning brain rising routine is so important. I feel like you are who you are because of that. There's nothing more or less to the story of a person, period, point blank. If you don't do one, that's the freaking problem to your life right now. Not the problem, but in a state of being able to fix the problem or fix the way that you feel, you need one of those. And if you're touching your phone as soon as you wake up, honey, that's straight anxiety in your brain as soon as you wake up, because radiation in your brain, anxiety. Being on your phone is anxiety, but it just depends how much you're using. But first thing in the morning, in the brain rising, oh my god, I say is the like, it shouldn't be the first thing you insert into your brain when you wake up, because that sets your the day. So when just before you wake up and go to sleep, that is the drop box to your subconscious. So you would want to not touch your phone 5 to 10 minutes before you wake up and go to sleep. You need to get yourself into a calm state of being, whether it be affirmations, meditation, doing nothing, or just sitting there in silence. So then you're setting your day for peace and that energy. Because whatever you do, when you wake up, if you feel like shit, it's whatever you did when you went to sleep, and you're bringing that towards the next day, 5 to 10 minutes ago. So think about work, stressing about how you're going to do this, that, riff raff. What am I going to do tomorrow? What am I going to wear? What am I doing? That. And you're going to wake up to what am I? And the grand rising, and then set that intention for the day. Insane. As if we don't bring the windmills back to the start of freaking ecosystem or something. Yeah, what about windmills? They're pretty cool. Hey, that's definitely 369 Tesla. He definitely invented that. We did it. We did. And apparently... Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful day today. I love how, like, everywhere here is, like, Aboriginal artworks and stuff now. It's so many downloads, like, Aboriginal outfits. Aboriginal artwork is actually so good for you to observe, because everything is information, right? So whatever you're watching, listening to, is information being inserted into your vessel. So that's what you're projecting out. If someone is angry all the time. If someone is sad, if someone is happy, it's whatever they're feeding themselves is what's making them feel. Ultimately, if you've been feeding yourself prosperity, abundance, or whatever, it's relating to your subconscious. So your core is your subconscious. So whatever your core is what you're feeling and stuff. But because it's actually not normal to be sad all the time. But you can't really put that in a box and say, oh, I'm not supposed to feel sad, so I'm going to not try to not feel sad. No, because if you feel sad all the time, then there's a reason and there's a season for that reason, and that's what I'm trying to say. Everyone's season is different, so we're not in the cycles of nature, so it's not us supposed to this and us supposed to that, and we're not on the same wavelength. None of us are, so let's always heal yourself to a point where you're like, okay, it doesn't mean like not crying and feeling emotions. It's like you know how to deal with the emotions and you don't need to take it out on anyone. It's like an inside job and like you're chilling. No, I mean, that's what I'm also like getting used to hibernating and doing nothing. Last year I hibernated for the majority of the year, but it wasn't a hibernation, but it was. So physically, yes, I was not doing much. Mentally, stressing my brains out. Like, no wonder I got parasites and stuff. I was overthinking like a mother trucker. I was trying to figure out what to do, where to go, if I should this. Oh, my brain was hyper fixating, but it was so normal to me. And I didn't know nothing. Because when I stop doing things, all those thoughts and emotions actually just forward itself and it catches up to you because you're not moving. Because when you're moving and stuff, that's a state of like change. So you're like sort of distracting yourself or changing the energy so you're not feeling sad or the core of your subconscious, whether it be suppressed trauma or moments in time where you felt shit and you didn't really process it properly. Then when you slow down and stop, that's why we have hibernation season. It's like whatever has happened is being processed. So then you're able to restart from point blank, zero, the 0 point nothingness. So then you're able to, for the new season, you're able to make decisions from a state of not from what happened last time or thoughts from last time or things that happened last time, but from a new slate. So then it's like every season is different. Every season is appreciated for the different experiences and stuff. So then you're not cycling the same thoughts, habits, behaviors, and experiences. And you get to change, and then you come back to hibernation, processing everything, downloading everything, and then when the summer comes, it's like the realization the clock works. Well, pardon me. Oh my gosh, your morning is, or your grand rising is a ritual. Your whole day is a ritual. Everything is a ritual because everything is always manifesting. Whatever you're doing now is creating your tomorrow. Whatever you're doing now is creating an echo effect for someone else to feel. Whatever you're doing now is what you're going to receive, in energy, and whatever you're doing now is going to happen again if you want it to. So let's say I really like yellow trees. Your reality will show you more yellow trees because that's what you're focusing on the most. Whatever you focus on, like you're like, someone on TikTok said this really well. So whatever you're like a channel, so whatever, this is probably not how she said it, but like a channel, and whatever channel you play, which is the thoughts, whatever you're experiencing, whatever you're doing, whatever you're portraying in this physical or spiritual, is going to be projected and it's going to come through in your reality as this 3D matter, which is not actually matter. Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. This beverage is actually not still. It's not solid. Everything is not really solid. It's vibrated out of frequency, so what is matter? Those who matter don't mind. Those who mind do not matter. Do you know I did not even actually comprehend that until yesterday? That saying, I was like, oh, okay. No body, no body. I was like, just trying to like figure it out. What does that mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Ah! But it just came to me. I was like, I bet. Live, laugh, love. Ah! Yaddy da dee da. It's just so beautiful. How can you not get enough of nature? You just can't. It's just an everyday adventure. Glad I spoke about cycles personally, because I've been trying to do this cycle work for 2 years to comprehend it's my reality. Like, that's why, like, we shouldn't be so hard on ourselves when we try to transition into something, because it's actually hard because I didn't even finish the bloody thing that I was saying. It's hard because when we try to insert like a new way of doing things, new way of being, some people can just do it, yeah, and they're like, whatever, what do they call it? Cold turkey everything, cut everything out and just transition and be like, yeah, this is my life. Like, for majority of people, because of our trauma, we relapse and go back into things for a reason and stuff, and like, it takes us a bit to really get in a new habit. And in the book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, Dr. Joe Dispenza literally says it's like going through a drug withdrawal when you're trying to change anything in your life, because you're that addicted to the way of being, the way that you think you are, and the way you've done things, and it's been so fixed. And if you're a fixed sign like me, you know what I'm talking about. To my Tauruses, my Scorpios, Scorpio, bro, we are fixed. That means good luck working with us trying to change our mind. It ain't working, boy. That's all. It'll, yeah. Left, right, left, right, left. Okay, yes, I'm going to change to another thing. So, when I was talking about train of thought, come back. Yeah, we're talking about habits and behaviors and stuff. So when you try to change, it's like a withdrawal. So it's like, let's say that you've been on Channel 9 for the last 20 years. You've just been on Channel 9 and you're on TV, right? And like, we get the remote out. Yeah. And then we're going to try to change the channel. But then we realize, like, damn, one of the batteries, or both of the batteries, are dead. Okay, they're dead. And the remote doesn't work. So now you're just stuck on Channel 9. But there is an option, you know, on the TVs how you can change the channel on the TV. But let's just say it's not there, or it doesn't work when you try and click it. It's just nothing is working. So you're stuck on Channel 9. How do we fix the channel? So ultimately, we can change the batteries, but that requires a whole new set of batteries to put in there. We've got to go to the store, buy new batteries, come back home, put the batteries in, and then, yeah, we can change a channel. Okay, that's like us. We need to go to the store, but for us to require to go to the store is self-awareness. And self-awareness in this day and age, I'm not going to say it's difficult, but a lot of us are progressing towards that state, which is, I'm so glad. But a lot of us aren't. So when we are not self-aware, we can't go to the shop because we don't even know that the shop exists. So then we're just stuck on Channel 9. And then we're like, oh, yeah, this channel's alright. Then we're not even aware that there are other channels. So then we're literally a TV trapped in a box on Channel 9, and we can't change the channel because we don't even know that we can go to the store and buy a new batteries, or figure out that we have those buttons on our own screen on the TV. We're just trapped in that reality of Channel 9. Simple as that. So that is what happens when we grow up, because that is our subconscious, is like channel 9, being stuck on channel 9. So whatever is on channel 9, let's say it be greed, hate, someone hit you in grade 3, so traumatized because your nose bled and you was scared of blood ever since. I don't know. What happened, whatever happened, that's on channel 9. And you're living on channel 9 all the freaking time. No matter what you do, where you go, you're always on channel 9. No matter if you go on a holiday and you have the best time of your life, you come home, you're still on channel 9. You might shift for a bit to channel 10, like just like a quick when you go on a holy day, but then in your roots core, you're still on channel 9. But the surface, it looks like you change because you're on a holiday and like you get that holiday feeling, obviously, and but if something triggers you, boom, you're back on channel 9. So then your core is channel 9. Okay, channel 9, channel 9. Like I said, that's like your subconscious, so whatever is in channel 9, you're constantly on channel 9, you're playing that to everyone, everything, living life, projecting that to the world until you realize there's other channels. Yeah, so that's your subconscious, explained in channels and stuff. So how do we change the channel? What do you to get through? Self-awareness, like I said, you need to be self-aware to get to another channel and stuff. And that self-awareness, it took me ultimately 2 years or maybe nearly 3 to really get to a point where I'm satisfied. I'm not even completely satisfied, but I'm satisfied because I know obviously I'm like healing, and healing is not a straight line, so that's okay. Like I'm satisfied with where I'm at and where I'm gonna go. I know it's so good for me because I used to not care about anything, not myself. I definitely people pleaser and I cared about other people way too much. But if it was to do with myself and my personal life, it did not exist. Alright? I didn't want to live for a long, long time. Like something happened when I was a child and I was never the same. So it's like this is given me a personality, knowledge, and the awareness, and whatever I have in my brain is worth it, because not even $1 billion can be traded for what is in my mind. Nope. No. Okay? Yeah, so when we go to the store and buy new batteries, a lot of us realize we've bought the wrong batteries, we come back home, and then they're not working. So that's false information. That's like what we can say religion. We can say religions are not the answer. But if you add all the religions together, tweak some stuff, it definitely has truth, and there's truth in all religions, and I do see that it's not a bad thing at all. But for me personally, religion puts you in a box. That's just me speaking from experience. You find the right batteries at the store and you put them in, but then you don't know how to change channels. So then you have all the right supplies, but you don't know how to change channels. So this stage is like, you have all this information, but you don't know what to do because it's like you're overstimulated information. So this is what happens to me. My research, I've done my inner work. I didn't even give myself any time to process anything I learned. And I just kept learning and like, not shoving stuff down my throat, but shoving stuff down my throat in a sense of information, like, just kept learning and stuff, but I never processed it, so I didn't get to, like, decide and differentiate if it was my truth. So I had all this knowledge, and I still do, and all this information, and I know how to progress my life forward, and I know what I want to do, but I didn't know where to start, or, like, what I wanted to do first, because, like, I'm not going to be tying myself down to doing one thing. I'm going to do hopefully everything eventually. There's a time and place for everything. Me thinking, when you figure out what channels Source, please send that person love, healing, and support for his car and help him figure out the issue or find someone that can help him. I know. Yes, like every step is a literal step in this process. When you press a button, that's when you install a new program. But to even get to that point is to really figure out who you are. So then you can press a channel. But then you could be like channel 7 and then that's not the right channel for you too. So you can keep pressing channels and stuff. But then when you get to the channel that is like your highest timeline or the authenticity vibration where you're constantly just vibrating of authenticity, that's your highest vibration. So that's when you know everything is working out for you. Ultimately, everything is always working out for you, but this point, it's you know, so you don't have to question anything. It's just like, alright, I'm here. What are we doing now? Because like if you see the process of how you got there and nourish the process of time, then it's like you can't go back from that. It's like when you learn something, it's like once you know one way, you're not going to go back to a different way if you figured out the best way. Because then now you know. Let's say you just figured out the best way, but you didn't figure out the worst way. And then you're like, oh, what about this way? And then it ends up being the worst way. And then because you didn't experience the worst way first, it's like you're going to want to go there just to experience. And you're like, shit, I should have stayed there. And it's going to be a journey to get back. That's why we do experience all the things we don't want to experience first, so then you know we don't want, because then we're not wasting our time in the future doing things we don't want. May as well just get it over and done with in a sense where like, I'm just going to experience this and that, but you're not going to have this awareness because you're going to be in a state of like, why the freak is this happening to me? I need help, I'm depressed, whatever the thoughts may be. Anywho, it's been a fun chat. You're going to have to head to Lucia. Listen to the silence. Listen to the silence of the heart. Silence. That's the stuff. Ciao, ciao. Get back to you soon, babes.